Hello and welcome to our eBook Central Reader app session. You're watching this as a recording on the eWebinar platform, which means that while we're not with you live, we will be joining you, or we'll try to join you in the chat to answer any questions you might have. This is the second in our eBook Central Reader app series. In the first one, we took a deeper dive into the user journey, and today we're hoping to share more details along what librarians can expect once they decide to switch over to the new app. Hopefully we'll provide you with more details, but as always, if you have any questions, please pop them in the chat window and we will address them when we can. If we're not live with you, we'll certainly try to reply via email as soon as we can. So without further ado, I want to introduce my team. So we've got Sarah Briding and Stuart Beach, who are on the eBook Central product team. Sarah and Stuart are going to take us through these important updates for the eBook Central Reader app. And with that, I'd like to hand it over to Sarah to do a little recap of some of the things we've already shared, plus introduce a few more new things. Over to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Navina. So hi, everyone. Sarah Briding here to tell you a bit more about our new eBook Central Reader app, which will be launched June 16th. Depending on when you're watching this, that may be in the past for you, but regardless of when you're watching it, nothing will change for your library until you take action to initiate a switch to the app, which we will be going into a little bit more detail later on in this eWebinar. But to begin today, the eBook Central Reader app is our new app replacing Adobe Digital Editions, and it will be available on all major platforms, including Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android. We do have a lot of exciting features to tell you about, but some of the highlights: we have made it easier to log in, smoother to use, and it has a fresh new look to improve your overall reading experience. We've also made it more secure so content stays protected from piracy or misuse. And importantly, the app has been built hand in hand with librarians who we've worked closely with to ensure that it works for you and the people who use it most. We are also committed to ongoing enhancements. We've got a lot of features available at launch, and we're going to have even more planned on the way to keep improving your experience. So what is the new Reader app? The eBook Central Reader app is a companion app to eBook Central. It's completely free to download and to use. So it's important to note that the app does not replace the eBook Central platform. You'll still use the platform for searching your library's holdings, selecting books for download, performing chapter downloads, and for any in-browser online reading. What the app does replace is Adobe Digital Editions. So it will be the new tool for reading and managing full book downloads from eBook Central. And with that change will come enhanced security and a more streamlined user experience. As mentioned, the app will be launched on June 16th, but adoption of the app isn't automatic. We'll be providing information to libraries to ensure that they can take the necessary steps, IT and procurement reviews, before opting into the app for your institution. Additionally, the rollout will follow a phased approach, so each library can decide when you're ready to make the transition, just giving you that flexibility to prepare and plan accordingly. So you may be asking, why are we making this change and what value does this app bring for my library? So firstly, as we've mentioned, stronger security. We have legacy and third-party downloading tools that have some known issues around security. In our new app, your personal data and the book content itself is fully encrypted. So this means better DRM and stronger privacy protection. Another value of the app is accessibility. The app has been designed using WCAG 2.2 standards and has our commitment to ongoing enhancements as standards evolve, helping libraries stay compliant and making reading more inclusive for everyone. There's also the enhanced user experience. So the new Reader app offers a clean, modern, and intuitive interface. So hopefully that means fewer errors and fewer support tickets for you and your patrons. And another value, as mentioned, is our ongoing support and updates. So the app has been built completely in-house, and it has our full commitment to regular updates and support. And lastly, the app ensures greater control over who can access and download content, thanks to features like device registration with unique codes, helping libraries protect licensed content and meet internal and procurement requirements more easily. So in short, the app, it's not just a replacement, it's a big step forward for your patrons' download and reading experience. So here we have a high-level overview of the path of a user. So a user like researcher Rebecca, seen on the slide, and how her user journey might take her from web discovery in eBook Central to actually reading a book in the app. So Rebecca may sign into eBook Central and select a book from her reading list. She finds the book and decides to do some reading online in the online reader. After some time, she decides to download the book so she can read it later or offline. She triggers a download by clicking Download Book in the online reader and borrowing the book for 7 days. At this point, she's prompted to install the new eBook Central Reader app and receives a 7-digit login code, as well as instructions on how to install the app. She installs the app on her device, opens it, and enters that 7-digit code to connect the device with her eBook Central account. She now has access to all of her eBook Central loans in the app. She can open her book in her device, and she can begin reading in the app. So just a high-level illustration of what that initial user journey may be. But after the app is installed, users can simply initiate a loan in eBook Central and then immediately have that book available in the app on their device. So next, I wanted to review what users can do with ebooks in the new eBook Central Reader app at launch. So first and mainly, users can download and read borrowed books directly in the app. These books will remain accessible for the duration of the loan period, just like with the online reader. The app also supports both PDF and EPUB formats, so users can enjoy a wide range of our content. Though I will note that DRM-free books are not currently supported in the app. Those can still be accessed as they are today via the direct file download. The app also supports offline reading, so once a book is downloaded, it can be read offline, anytime, anywhere. And users can create page-level bookmarks when reading, and these will sync automatically across all of their registered devices and their eBook Central online account. Users will also be able to perform in-book searches for terms or phrases. Book text can also be copied to the user's device clipboard, and that will adhere to publisher DRM settings. The app is also designed to align with WCAG 2.2 standards to ensure a more accessible experience for our users. And of course, privacy and data control. So the app encrypts user and book data for better security. And when a user signs out of the app, all of their user data is removed. So that gives users full control over their privacy and their information. And as mentioned at the outset, we are committed to ongoing feature enhancements with this app, and we invite you to contribute your feedback and ideas for enhancements. We do have a few planned features for the rest of the year, so that includes the ability to highlight text and add notes, both of which will sync back to a user's eBook Central account and other devices. We'll also be adding support for syncing the last page read across devices and the eBook Central online reader, so users can quickly pick back up where they were reading, no matter which device they're using. And we'll be adding support for DRM-free books. So if users want to take advantage of the Reader app and its features with their downloaded DRM-free PDFs and EPUBs, they'll be able to do so. But again, this is an evolving and growing app, so we look forward to hearing your feedback about what's important to you. And to support libraries in their transition to the app, we're going to be providing technical specification document that may be useful for your IT or procurement departments. There's a lot of information included in the tech spec, so I'm not going to read out this full slide, but I do recommend maybe pausing the screen and reading as you need. And the full tech spec document will be linked here for you to download and share with your relevant departments. But just as a high-level overview, the tech spec outlines the supported operating systems, software and hardware minimums, and external dependencies. It also details the installation and registration information. It outlines what device permissions are needed and how it secures user and book data. And it provides details around troubleshooting, known limitations, and support details. So that is all from me. And now I will turn it over to Stuart, who will be telling us more about initiating the change to the app.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for all that information that you shared there. So we have now, or we will be releasing the app as of June 16th. And as Sarah has already mentioned, that transition isn't going to be automatic. You can tell us when you are ready to move to start using the app within your eBook Central user workflow. You are very much in control. We are not going to sit here and say you have to move over by date A or B or C. After you've reviewed the documentation that we've provided, please tell us when you are ready. We'll work with your timeline and readiness and support you in your move to using the eBook Central app. Should be noted that when you move to using the app, that will mean that Adobe Digital Editions is no longer available for use for the management and for the reading of downloaded books. We have been asked questions as to whether the two can be supported in parallel. Unfortunately, that's not possible. So when you tell us that you're ready to move and we've determined a date for that move, from that date onwards, you'll use the app in place of Adobe Digital Editions. So in advance of the move, what do you need to do? We'd strongly recommend that you review the documentation that we provide. Review that with any internal teams that need to review that, any stakeholders that need to approve this kind of move, the adoption of a new application. There may be teams like like security, IT, procurement, and any other teams that are required to approve and sign off on the use of a new app. Any coordination that needs to happen across your teams, we can help with that where we can. We can provide training, we can provide support materials, we can provide additional collateral as well to help with communication of this change. Think about what devices your users, your library patrons are using. Are they using managed devices? Are they using individual personal devices? The app is flexible. It can support a variety of different devices, a variety of different operating systems. And as long as you've got download enabled, then the app is practical for you. If you don't have download enabled, then no changes are required. It should be noted that as with Adobe Digital Editions today, a user account, a user profile is required to support downloads, individual downloads, and that's going to be true for the application as well. On personal devices, installation is very quick, very easy. The application can be downloaded either directly from eBook Central or from different app stores. On managed devices, some IT support or permissions will be required, additional authentication, additional permissions essentially to approve the installation. If we can move on, provide a little bit more information about the overall process. So in order to facilitate the communication of when you're ready to move, we'll be providing a very simple, very straightforward form that you can complete to tell us when you are ready to move. And within that form, you give us some details as to who you are, what your role is, and what date you'd like to move on. And we're allowing for certain waves over every few weeks, every month or so, fitting in with different academic years, different academic timetables around the world. As already noted, once you have signed up, once the change has happened, that will mean Adobe Digital Editions is no longer available on your account, and patrons are now using the app in place of Adobe. It should be noted that the Reader application will need to be installed on any device that a patron wishes to use for full book downloads, and that includes both the managed and personal devices, again, as already noted. Chapter downloads, any chapter downloads that are already taking place, they will continue as before. They're created as PDFs, and any PDF compatible software can be used for reading those chapter downloads. But for full book downloads going forward, after your account has changed, you will need to be using the application on any device that you wish to use. In order to register each device, you'll receive a 7-digit code from within eBook Central, and if you need new codes, that can all be managed from within the user's profile within eBook Central. Any books that are downloaded, they will appear within the application, and they'll also be shown within eBook Central, the platform, as well. So it's very easy to get an idea as to which books you have available, which books you have active, and which books are being used within the application, and also which devices are being used as well. So some additional information coming up next. We want to make this as easy and as streamlined as possible for you. So if you are ready, or when you are ready, I should say, please let us know. The QR code on the screen now, and again, we'd encourage you to pause right now and use your mobile device or however you wish to access this. You can get access to the form, and that allows you to tell us when you are ready. You can do it in advance of us rolling out the application, or at any time that you like. And if you can't use a QR code, we've included the link through to the form there as well. We'll follow up with you upon receipt of your information and make sure that we've confirmed an appropriate schedule for you to move over to using the app. Additional page, an additional QR code for you. This is a different QR code. This takes you to some information, some additional information about the application and the proposed move, or the upcoming move, I should say. Whole host of information here. We realize this is a very short presentation, very short webinar, but if you did need more information, more documentation, this is all included on the Resources Hub. So, next steps for you. Please start reviewing the application. Please start reviewing the information that we've provided. Please review that with any internal stakeholders who need to be involved in this process. Let us know when you can start to use the application. We've included some dates here around upcoming waves, upcoming windows for when we'll be moving customers over to using the app. And as already noted, we will help you. We'll help you every step of the way where we can do. We'll be providing administrator and end user training resources, ready-to-use marketing templates. So if there's any collateral, any communications that you need to send out to your patrons or to other members of your institution, that will all be available. But if there's anything that's missing or anything else you need, please do let us know. And as ever, with all our resources, all of our platforms, all of our services, there is a dedicated support and support team available. So any technical issues that you encounter, please don't hesitate to let us know. We'll help you where we can. And I believe that's all we have for today, certainly all that I have today. So I'd like to thank Sarah for the information she's shared already and the information I've provided. I hope that's all useful for you. And Navina, I'll hand back to you now for closing the session.
Thank you, Sarah and Stuart. And again, thank you for joining us and staying with us until this point of the session. We're still with you. If you have any questions, please pop them in the chat. As I said, you might be watching a recording of this. And when we can, we'll join you live and answer any questions you might have live. If we're not available, we'll definitely follow up with an email. But this is all we have for you for now for the eBook Central Reader app. There's a lot of resources available in our Resources Hub. We're really excited for you to start using the app, for your users to start using the app. It's been a long time coming, for over 20 months work and development, and we're excited to continue working with you as we roll this out, as we continue improving this app. So thank you from everyone on the Clarivate team. And yeah, we'll be in touch very shortly with more details. Bye-bye.